Alright, let's see if ethanol-free boat gas does anything to my Jeep. This video doesn't really have much of a purpose other than I'm going to spend like an extra $20 per tank to put, 93 octane BP Invigorate unleaded gas in this Jeep and see if I get any better fuel economy or see if anything changes. I think they just started switching to summer gas around these parts because my fuel economy seemed to have bumped up a little bit. This video is a follow-up to the one where I put Marvel mystery oil and then seafoam in the Jeep and nothing happened to my fuel economy. I didn't expect anything to, but I hoped. We all hope. I about guarantee I'm going to get better gas mileage, but I don't think I'm going to get 50% more plus per gallon gas mileage. I think I might get an additional 1 or 2 mpgs at best. So anyway, I'm going to go waste my money again and see if something happens. I'm going to be running around all day, and I think at the end of it, I'm probably going to have right about 3 gallons of gas left in the tank at the end of the day, and we're going to swing over by the gas station and just dump some unleaded in there and drive it around for a week and see if we get like 23 miles a gallon. That'd be awesome. We'll see. Stay tuned. Alright, boat gas time. Should be looking at just a hair underneath 18 gallons. Alright, this is what we're getting. It's only 89 octane, but we'll see if it ruins the car or not. Alright, so I got 17.6 gallons. Got a little over 20 miles a gallon. Let's fire up, see if the engine dies or not. And also, apparently I'm not allowed to put this in a road vehicle, but I don't see any cops, so we're just gonna take on off. Alright, well, we run about a gallon through it, and I've got the OBD2 scanner hooked up, and all systems are nominal. The only thing I see that's different is that it seems to be running rich. My long-term fuel trends are negative, and normally when I'm going this speed, all my long-term fuel trends, both of them, usually hover between 0 and 1.6, generally settling on either 0 or 0.8. So, yeah, I think that means I'm running rich, because anytime I've had a vacuum leak, my long-term fuel trends have been positive. So that seems to indicate that the O2 sensors are detecting unburnt fuel. So that would make sense with, ethanol-free gas and a higher octane rating, just a higher density of fuel. So hopefully the PCU will adjust before we get done with this tank, and we'll see a appreciable increase in gas mileage. I did the math, and I would have to make 7 more mpgs for it to be worth the effort. It was $15 more for a tank of gas, 35% more per gallon from the wholesaler place I usually get my gas from. So yeah, top end power does seem to be better though. I just passed a slow ass guy and I went from 45 to 70 a lot faster than I normally do. So that may be something. Low end power seems to be about the same, maybe a little bit more torque, no more power though. Ain't been too much farther. Also, spark advance seems to be fine. It seems to be settling between 27 and 31. Really only gives me that, now it's going down to 26. Now it's back up to 29. But anyway, spark advance doesn't seem to be any different than normal, so I don't think it's trying to, it's pushing the advance any further due to the octane rating. I wouldn't expect the computer to be that smart in a 2005 vehicle, but, could have happened. Yeah, those long-term fuel trends are definitely at least 3% lower than normal. Alright, 2 gallons down. We're finally into town. Idle long-term fuel trims look better. They're usually pretty lean, and the engine tends to vibrate and stumble a lot. And it's still doing it a little bit, but not as bad. RPM is normal. Usually just a little bit under, might be a hair low, but not by any amount I would ever pay attention to. Oh, it's dropping down real low. It's starting to even out a bit. Alright. Yeah, low end torque is normal, but top end power is a little bit better. Man, y'all are the ugliest chickens I've ever seen. Where the hell did you come from? This is my yard. I don't own you. Where did... Does my offering appease you ugly chickens? Man, y'all are ugly. But no, seriously, where the hell did y'all come from? Whose ducks are you? I guess you're my ducks now? Is that how it works? Are you like the pond ducks? I can just take you? Is that how it works? Can I take you? No? What about now? No? Okay. Bye, ugly chickens. Alright, it's been a couple days and we're just a hair under 300 miles. So we're gonna pump some just straight old, regular old unleaded in it. It's pretty damn good. So anyway, we were stuck in traffic, but now we're driving and I'm sure there's a massive vibration going on. But that fuel economy was great. We got 22 miles a gallon and I probably spent a good like 20 miles this afternoon driving 20-25 miles an hour down dirt roads. So 22 is exceptional. I did also drive on the interstate this morning as well, so it evens out. But that's great gas mileage, especially for this hunk of lead. Alright, this dash thing isn't working, but we also got sunlight, so you're just gonna have to fucking deal with it. I've seen 22 out of this Jeep a handful of times. I've seen 23 once, and that one time I got 23, there was 400 continuous miles on the interstate with I think maybe 10 miles at the tail end of it making a delivery, but it was basically 400 straight miles on the interstate, and I got 23 miles a gallon, which was exceptional. I've never done that good since. And on the way back, I thought I blew something in the transmission. I was really afraid that something was messed up, and I did not want my transmission to downshift, and I drove 200 straight miles from Greenville to Charleston without shifting my transmission once, which is impressive because I didn't even hit any traffic, and that caused me to get great gas mileage, which was an upside. But yeah, that was 22 with, fairly regular driving, a little bit of interstate driving. I would say that should have normally got me about 20 and a half, maybe 21. So I got between 5 and 10% better fuel economy just by putting boat gas in there. But I also paid 35% more, so it's not worth it. But if I absolutely needed the range, like if I needed to just drive 400 miles and I wanted to make absolutely certain I was going to get the fuel economy, yeah, I could do it. I could spend an extra $15 to fill my tank up with boat gas and do that. But I can't really imagine any sort of situation where I would ever need to do that. I just can't. Car definitely drives better with the boat gas. It has more top-end power. I don't have any way to quantify that, and I'm not going to go do a bunch of drag racing because that would have messed with my fuel economy test. But top-end power was there. It was better. Low-end power, it seemed to hesitate a little more at the stops. Like, there seemed to be just a whiff of lag between when I smacked the pedal and when it started going. That may have something to do with the octane more so than the ethanol, or maybe because if it's a higher fuel density, then it probably takes the spark a little bit longer to burn. Higher. It's a higher octane. That's what that is about. That prevents pre-ignition. So that would make a little bit of sense, but I don't think it should have made any appreciable difference. So yeah, boat gas did do something to my Jeep. It did positive things, and it also did something to my wallet. It emptied it. So that's it. Should you put boat gas in your car? If you're rich, go for it. It's not gonna hurt, I don't think. Till next time, Tom out.